I pulled in my driveway at 6 a.m., bone-tired after a brutal 14-hour shift, when my foot slammed the brakes. A hulking yellow dumpster squatted right in front of my garage, door not off to the side, not close by, but dead center, blocking my way. My jaw dropped. Exhaustion evaporated, replaced by a surge of white-hot anger. Then I saw them. 3 red stickers plastered across my garage, screaming property of HOA, seized for community use. I blinked, thinking I'd lost my mind. Was I in the wrong neighborhood? Nope, this was my house, my garage, my land. Yet there it was, a dumpster stuffed with junk like broken yoga mats, fake ferns, and chunks of a dismantled fountain. My garage, with its steel-reinforced doors, sealed vents, and a red beacon perched on top, was being treated like some forgotten shed. I was leave EYD. An hour later, still snapping photos and peeling off a sticker for proof, I heard a sharp voice cut through the morning quiet. It was Linda, striding up in a flashy tracksuit, clutching a clipboard like it was her scepter. Her face said she'd never lost a fight, even when she was dead wrong. She pushed her sunglasses down and snapped. That thing's been an eyesore for years. It's a hazard. The HOA voted it's becoming a community yoga studio. I tried to speak, but she raised a finger like I was a kid talking out of turn. It's done. Take it up with the board. Have a nice day. She sauntered off, tossing a smug grin over her shoulder. I stood there, fists clenched, wondering how someone could be so bold and so clueless. Here's the thing. My garage wasn't just some storage shed. My dad, a retired fire captain named Henry, built it with his own money and a county grant. It was a secondary fire substation, designed to blend in but ready to save lives in our wildfire-prone neighborhood, where the nearest fire station was a 30-minute drive on a good day. Dad fought for years to get it here, and after he passed, I took over, quietly maintaining it and coordinating with Emergency SARE VYCS. That red beacon? It wasn't decorate flashed when a call came in. Behind those doors sat thousands of dollars in gear. Satellite radios, a mini rescue truck built for narrow streets, the works. The HOA had no idea what they were messing with. Or worse, they didn't care. I called the county emergency director, Mike, who picked up on the second ring. When I told him about the stickers in the dumpster, he let out a long sigh. "We'll notify the sheriff," he said. "Lock it down. You know the drill." I did. I went to a hidden panel on the garage's brick wall, scanned my thumbprint, and flipped a switch. The beacon blinked twice, full lockdown. Anyone trying to get in without clearance would trip alarms straight to the county command center. Linda had just walked into a trap she couldn't see. By 3 p.m., I spotted her again, while VYing her clipboard at a guy in a reflective vest, pointing at my garage like it was her next conquest. They whispered, nodding, but the guy looked uneasy. Then I heard someone jiggling the back door, the one hidden from the street. I strolled out and found Linda's cousin, Brian, a wannabe contractor who looked like he'd just crawled out of a hammock. Linda said I could check inside. He mumbled, fiddling with the lock. Might be asbestos or bad wiring. I stared him down. That's a federal crime. He scoffed, muttered about homeowner rights, and shuffled off, tripping over his own shoelace. I almost laughed. That evening, I sat on my porch, sipping coffee, watching Linda parade around like she owned the place. She was telling a gaggle of HOA folks that demolition would start in 48 hours, VYing the way for a wellness gazebo. A gazebo? She wanted to tear down a fire substation for a gazebo. I nearly choked. Nobody else knew what the garage was, and she was banking on that. Then, at 10:17 p.m., the beacon flashed. A car fire had sparked near a canyon trail 2 streets over, spreading fast. I dropped my toothbrush, ran outside, and tapped my watch to unlock the garage. The steel door rolled up, and the red response truck roared to life. In 30 seconds, I was on the road, sirens low, but lights blazing. I wasn't a full firefighter, but Dad trained me, and the county certified me for rapid response. Neighbors peeked out, stunned, as a fire truck rolled out of what they thought was a tool shed. I hit the fire in under 10 minutes, dousing the flames before they reached the brush. The main fire unit arrived, gave me a thumbs up, and I drove back, parking as the door closed like a MOVYE curtain. There on the curb stood Linda, mouth agape, phone in hand. She'd filmed it all, thinking she'd caught me in some scandal. Instead, She'd recorded proof she was trying to gut the only fire station for miles. I walked past her, smiled, and said, "Better update that clipboard. This station's operational." The next morning, the neighborhood buzzed. People who never glanced at my garage now slowed down, whispering, snapping photos. Even a mailman chuckled. "That's what the light's for, huh?" Linda wasn't done, though. By noon, she was back with a guy in a cheap suit, Greg, who claimed to be a building inspector. I asked for his credentials. He fumbled, handing me a blurry ID. A quick call to the county confirmed he wasn't legit. I handed back his badge. "Inspection's over. Step on my property again, it's trespassing." Linda's face twisted, but Greg bolted, with her chasing him, yelling about betrayal. That night, I spotted a drone buzzing my garage, a high-end model with a camera. It hovered near the beacon before zipping back to Linda's house. Then an HOA email hit my inbox of video of my garage with a creepy soundtrack, claiming it was an unauthorized bunker threatening property values. It was laughable but dangerous. I called the sheriff, who was already looped in. He stopped by, toured the garage, and warned Linda that tampering with emergency systems was a federal offense. Her smile cracked like cheap plastic. 2 days later, a bigger fire hit an empty lot behind the neighborhood, with winds pushing flames toward homes. The county was 20 minutes out, so I rolled out the mini truck, using the garage's GPS fire map to reach the blaze in 4 minutes. I doused the grass, saved 2 fences, and stopped a shed fire from spreading. The main crew arrived, and a firefighter clapped my back. "You saved 3 houses." Neighbors cheered as I drove back. Linda stood there, pale, realizing she was losing. I met her eyes and said, "The community project's fine right where it is." Then the truth exploded. A leaked HOA recording showed Linda planning to sell my land for a developer's payout. A news segment aired, showing the garage's heroics, my dad's old photos, and Linda's meltdown at a meeting. The county slapped a sign on the garage, "Emergency Substation 47. Do not block." Linda's last-ditch HOA vote to oust me flopped. Only she and Brian voted yes. The VYC president quit, and news crews filmed her storming off. Online, memes mocked her Fern Squad against Station 47. The county audited the HOA, uncovering thousands in misspent funds. Linda was barred from the board, facing charges. The county didn't just back meth, he upgraded the garage to Auxiliary Station 47, with new gear and a 50-year zoning lock. Neighbors brought pies, apologies, even a plaque calling me a community shield. Kids waved. Teens asked to volunteer. One Sunday, Linda showed up, no makeup, no clipboard. She left a check for the fire department and muttered, "I was wrong." I didn't care why she was done. That night, the beacon flashed again. A brush fire needed me. As I rolled out, lights flicked on in every house. People watched, not with fear but trust. Station 47 wasn't just a garage, it was a stand against greed, a shield for the community, and my dad's legacy, burning brighter than ever. Now, what do you think? Was Linda just power-hungry, or did she truly believe she was right? Should HOAs have the power to seize property like this? Or are they out of control? Could I have handled it differently? Or was the fight INEVY table?